Hello, this is my unfinished object. Rach gave it to me when we were at the spring retreat. She had made a start on it and had done 2 signatures for it but hadn't sewn them in, had made a lot of different tags and few things like that and pockets, and they were ready for putting in, and some of them were in. She'd added some pages from the digital kit, which was not one of her own, but by Sunflower and Dawes. And she'd added extra pages, as Rach does, the type of thing, kind of like book pages, parchment papers, magazine pages, music papers, ledger papers, that sort of thing. And so I had quite a bit to go on with, but I also, well, funnily enough, had done a poppy journal quite a few years ago, so I had some bits and pieces too. And so between us both, hopefully we've done justice to this kit. So the cover was made when Rach gave it to me, and she had done this lovely machine sewing around the edge, nice and straight. And you can tell it's Rachel's doing because it's nice and straight. I cannot sew on machines for the life of me. Hand sewing, yes. Machine sewing, no. I got thrown out of needlework when I was 14. On the back, it's a nice design, but it's I've left it clear like that. And then when I sewed in the signatures, I then just decorated the spine with a bit of lace, and left it quite simple really, because I think you've got a lot in the picture going on, and I don't want to distract from that. Inside, Rach has made some lovely pockets in places. Look at this lovely sewing, so good. I'm really admire you for this, Rach, because I can't do it. And there we go, we've got a tag she's made and sewn on as well. Nice little tag. And on this page, she's decorated it with a nice bit of the digital kit. She's done a pocket here that she's again sewn around, and I've added some ephemera. This is actually fabric. I print a lot of my digital kits onto fabric because I like the texture of them. So this was one that I've had obviously in the past in my stash, and I added them to this because I thought that went. This was quite a fun page. It's like a cartoon, and with a bit of detail on the edge, which Rach has done. And then I made a corner pocket, and I've decorated it and just added some more ephemera. This came with the kit. This one I've added, and it's got a backdrop of a book page against it. This page I added to the signatures, and put a side panel on it. And this is one of the kits, one of the tags rather that you get from the kit, and I just decorated it. I think that comes with it. That's not stuck on that bit. I just decorated it with different bits of detail. I put some of the parchment paper that was in the signatures that Rach had used, and I've used that as a backing to it. I made a little flap over thing that you can write on the back of it, and it's plain, and I just decorated it really, and then added a bit of the digital kit to the side of the page. More decoration on there, and that's the back side of that flap over. On this letter, I just added a little tiny pocket with a little bit of ephemera and a butterfly. I do like adding butterflies. And then some more of the ephemera as a side, just to give it a bit of strength really, because I didn't want it breaking. You can see this is again something Rach has done, because I could never sew like that on a machine. And look at it, beautifully straight, nice detail, beautiful. And then she's also made a tag and decorated that, and I've just added one of the postcards to it as well. And turning over, this, now, who do you think made this? This is definitely not one of Rachel's. This is my attempt at doing some of the sewing machine detail. I thought I might try and match it with everything else happening in the journal, and I've kept it in there because I just thought it just made me laugh. I just thought you can't possibly do it. You'd be better off doing it by hand. So I've left that like that, and this is from the kit that Rach provided, and this is part of my stash. Made a side panel on this page and made a journal card to go in it for writing on. I don't normally leave a lot of writing space, but I've realised being quite generous with this one. I put this page in, and obviously that's the back of it. This is like a fabric page that I've made. That's all fabric, and obviously printed out details that I've done. And then this is paper that I just used as a back, and I thought it was quite pretty. But you've got a secret writing spot in the back of it. That's one of the ideas I've nicked from Rach&Bella Creates. She does some lovely little details in her journals. This is all fabric. I love the bee. I love that, what it says. Into the garden I go to lose my mind and find my soul. And then this beautiful poppy material, which I just happen to have, and that's on one of the parchment pages. And I think this came from Rachel's one of her kits. I think it's from the sewing kit. I'm not quite sure. I added in a little ephemera kind of holder and decorated that, and then added a card into there. This is actually a tissue that I've put onto this and then Mod Podged, put a bit of stamping detail around the edging and the word remember, because I think remember with poppies and also with robins. I think we remember people, and we remember them for those that have been close and we've lost, and those that have fought for us. And there's another page from the digital kit, and smell the flowers I added with a bit of lace detail. And this is obviously something that Rach has done, because I'm not that clever. And I've put on a bit of fabric detail. It's a ledger page she had added. This centerpiece I made, and inside here I've put in a writing spot. Really, it's a little writing book you can write in, because whilst I have been quite generous, there's not that many places to write in. I tend to just decorate when I do journals and not so much write in them, but I know people do sometimes. Oh look, that's come out. There's a page from the kit, and this is from the kit. That's from my stash. This is a postcard again that Rach has obviously decorated and put in this lovely little corner piece, and I've just put in a few bits of ephemera. Left that plain for people to write on because I'm feeling generous. And this is a watercolour that I've done. I stamped it first, obviously, and because I'm not that clever. And then I used some wax crayons and just did a watercolour detail on it, on watercolour paper. And this page, this is from a Graphic 45 book that I've got. And I made a corner pocket, put some ephemera in, and I'm not sure where I got that, but I thought it looked like poppies. So it's what is part of my stash. And then I made this tag as well. And these were originally given me. I put another fabric, I love this one, fabric detail onto this music page. Left that page bare for writing. Gosh, I was being generous. And this centre page, again, this is another idea that I got from Rach&Bella Creates, doing two pockets that are decorated more or less identically. And I filled them with different bits of ephemera. I made a tag. That's, I think it's one of Tim Holt's people that he does, black and white people. And I I did some, I'm not sure whether I might have done that with mixed media, I'm not sure, but and I just decorated it with different details. And again on this page some more ephemera and another tag I made, but this one is a bit fabric on it and a bit detail down the bottom. Bit of lace on the edges of them. And look, another plain page. Oh, you are being generous, Rose. There's some detail on there, fabric detail, another nice little writing spot. And in fact, you could write on the back of that to colour paper. I've made a corner pocket again, put some ephemera in there, and some more journaling card and a tag. And that's some more watercolour that I stamped and then did with wax crayons. This I stack on the. I just was a bit worried. This was quite flimsy, and I wanted something to make it a bit more sturdier. Another lovely page from the journal. That's another one of those writing books that I've put in, so you've got somewhere to write. And the other part of the ledger, music page, another fabric detail, and this is a side panel I've made, and I've made a journal card and kept it quite simple really. Nice look, parchment paper, you can write on that. I have been generous actually. That lovely material, poppy material, and another part of the napkin that I've podged on. Look, another secret writing place that pulls out, and you've got the fabric page again on there, and page I've added in with a side pocket, and I've got an envelope in there from the kit. And have I put anything? Yes, I have. Oh look, I'll be generous. I put two poppy journal cards journaling cards into it. Then this page, you can see who made this pocket by the brilliant machine sewing. That must be a stitch on your machine, I think, Rach, because I don't know how you do it otherwise. Mine certainly doesn't do anything fancy like that. Lovely detail on that piece of material she's used, and I've made another tag to go in there and a little journaling card, and I put this as a pocket to go in, and some more ephemera. That's got nothing to do with poppies, I just liked it. And then another poppy, and another bit of writing space that you could use. That's from the Graphic 45. I just wanted to strengthen the paper, and I put a little pocket in the bottom there and another butterfly, and there's another one of those flip overs, and I've added a pocket on this one and put some ephemera in there. And look at this, clever girl, Rach. And that's the other side of it, a bit of detail that Rach has done. And I've used some more of the Graphic 45 on this side panel, and that came with the kit that I was given. And that might have, I don't know if that came from the kit or if that's something I've added. There's another one on my page, and you could write on that. Oh, I have been generous. And some little side pocket I've put in. Again, strengthen the side of the pages with a bit of detail. And more fabric. That's pretty, isn't it? I like that. And this one, I've just added some more things. And this actually came as part of the signature when I received it, that Rach had given me. And as I just liked it. I thought I'm going to keep that as it is whole so that people can look at it. And this is a huge tag I made. And I decorated. I did some collage with some material and then put a paper poppy on, and made a little pocket at the bottom. I was trying to use up my tags really, and this side I must have put this on because it's not got any sewing on it, so I've put that pocket on, and then I've just decorated the tag. Oh, that doesn't go there. Oh, you could put something behind it, and put that in there, and then we're at the end. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it. It's something different for me. I'm not usually doing vintage style, or I like quite bright colours, so it took me a bit out of my comfort zone, but I was really pleased that it was something different for me to try. Anyway, hope you're all getting on okay with your unfinished objects, and I'm looking forward to seeing them all. Bye.